encourage you of the Florida or Georgia Star at more than 300 locations throughout Northeast Florida and Southern Georgia. You can also place obituaries and promote your business. The Florida Star is an award-winning publication.
What's up?
Wide the screen?
No, so I can change the brand and stuff.
Okay.
Hey. Happy Thursday.
Hey, everybody. It is Thursday, my favorite day of the week.
Yes, happy Thursday, everybody. I hope you are not still stuffed from last Thursday. This is your girl, Vanessa, and Reverend Carl J. Frederick II. And this is the Impact Radio Show presented by the Florida Star.
I feel like we have not talked to y'all.
It's been a while.
In forever.
It has been a while, but it's been a good little while. How are you feeling today?
I am finally over my turkey melatonin hangover. Definitely after I got through grilling it, I did not want to eat it. Okay. I just literally in the middle of cooking Thanksgiving, then the only thing I could think about was greasy pizza. I was so tired of seeing it.
You guys had like 2 different birds and like some ham and some beef ribs and some. Y'all had a little bit of everything going on.
Yeah.
And all the fixes.
Meanwhile, you and the fam got and y'all had the most melanin deficient food you said y'all had.
Oh, yeah. It was a little, we tried something different this year. We tried something different. We may try it again, maybe with different food, but, we tried, most of the people in my family are women. So we were like, hey, we all don't want to cook this year. Let's cater in. We all make, enough to be able to just take the time and just actually enjoy the Thanksgiving.
See what happens when you leave the cook home? You end up eating green bean casserole.
In no way did we leave any cook home. Everybody could cook. It's just we did not want to. And like I said, maybe next year we'll try it a different way. Maybe we'll use a different caterer. If you guys have any great stories about your Thanksgiving Day dinner, please, you feel free to call in at this moment, or you can message us on our social media page, the Impact Radio Show presented by the Florida Star on Facebook.
Right, because I'll start robbing kids cooking next year. I'm not hosting.
You putting this on YouTube so they can reference this.
They definitely can, because I've been doing it for 3 years. I'm bowing out.
And on that note, please, before we get too far up in this thing, do business with the Florida Star. You guys keep hearing all the accolades. You hear about all the awards. You hear us say this is important for, your local economy. But really, let's talk about it. Okay, we just went through primaries and an election season. And when you do business with independent media, you get an unbiased view. So for those of you that are concerned about what you're watching, you're concerned about where your news is coming from, if you've got any kind of conspiracy theory rolling around in your mind, the best thing to do is to pay attention to the source of your media. And the Florida Star brings something different. The Florida Star is independently owned. What does that mean, CJ?
It means that you can trust the sources where the news comes from.
Yeah.
This is WCL. Everybody on here is old enough to remember the movie The Network, when he literally was telling everybody that it's all fixed, because everything's the same. I've sat there and watched Fox 30 and seen the same news that was on CBS, seen the same news that was on WTV 12, because they're feeding it. They are feeding it. So at least when you come to your source for independently Black news media, you know that it is giving the information that we need for our community.
Yes, and I think we're about overdue for a ad break. What you think, DJ? We overdue? Let's go into the ad break. You don't want to miss our news and entertainment information next. See ya.
Trying to find some events.
The Florida Star, news you can use, news you can trust, the people's choice, striving to make a difference. The Florida Star is serving over 230,000 African Americans living in Northeast Florida that generate $5.2 billion in buying power. Read the Florida Star weekly newspaper and find out where your money's being spent and on what. Read the Florida Star and learn what your city and state representatives are doing on your behalf. Read the Florida Star and learn how to support your neighborhood businesses. Read the Florida Star.
Hey,
Gonna
I just love the music.
hearing the jingle for the rest of the night, like always. Yes.
So once again, we are just so thankful that you guys are back with us. And this is not TJ. We are missing our consummate crew. You know, as we get around towards the holidays, people get busy. So our normal crew of producers are not here. Miss Shayna is getting things together for Crumpin' for Success and the Purpose Resuscitator. She's got a lot of great things coming, and she is doing a lot of great work in the community, which is with juvenile kids in and out of the prison system and helping them become entrepreneurs. So shout out to Shayna.
Yes, I am excited for the doggone waffle truck coming back in January.
Definitely.
We get tired of every time we're trying to go. I know by the time we get through running around with kids, we can't never get a doggone waffle bowl.
I know, but that's coming back out next year. Shout out to Eldry. She's got a lot of great things going on with her modeling scene and the thrift her. What she does, she takes thrifted clothes and upcycle them into something beautiful. So if you're on Instagram, please follow her. Shout out to her and all the things she's got going on.
Yes, and I got to cash out you today, Sean, because we are going to One Funny Christmas.
Yes,
I was like, can you please pull our tickets aside?
At the Ritz.
Yes, it's at the Ritz.
It is called One Funny Christmas. It is a show that our dear producer, Dr. Sean Powell, produced with the Ritz Writers. It's happening December 16th. It's got a whole bunch of comedians. It's got a whole bunch of local.
It's got Hope Flood. It's got
from
Leroy
Comic
Gordon.
So some really good people, are really a part of it, and we're excited for her and that group. So most of her shows sell out.
You mean all of her shows sell out? Sell out. So definitely jump.
Check out One Funny Christmas. All right. For those of you going out this fine Thursday, if you're getting dressed for a nice night out, please call in and let us know how you're doing or leave us a chat message. Feel free to check in with the crew and our And our Thursday night rundown is, as always, brought to you by the Ritz Theater and Museum. Upcoming One Funny Christmas, I just mentioned. And we also have this weekend putting on the Ritz finale. So here is another freebie to the listeners. Thank you guys, as always, for listening. But if you want to go to Putting on the Ritz tomorrow, please email ritzjacksonville@gmail.com. I'm going to need your name and how many tickets you would like. Just that simple. ritzjacksonville@gmail.com. And this is from your girl doing talking. I want to let you guys know I try my hardest to find the deals. I try my hardest to get the freebies for you. Oh, sorry, Shalina. Hey girls, you on my live. That's right. I have people on my live. I have people on my page. Thank you guys for all watching the show.
Which, by the way, for those of you who are young enough, got kids young enough to use Facebook, please let them know that they can find us on YouTube and on Facebook, streaming live the same time Thursday at 8:30.
Because here's the tip. If you listen to the show tomorrow, you can still take advantage of getting them free tickets.
Right. But we would love for you guys to go to the Impact Radio Show by the Florida Star page, like, share, and subscribe, and be sure that you can tune in because you can then see the silly stuff me and Sean and Miss Beach and Bougie be doing off camera. It would be real entertaining.
Live, in the background. So please, just to remind you, this is the event rundown. We got Putting on the Ritz coming up this weekend, and we are finishing out the month with the exhibition, Female-Led Legacies. This is the last month it's up. And we have on the third Sunday, we have African Textiles Workshop.
I'm just going to skip past that and not mention that you were actually honored at the last Female-Led Legacies.
Yeah, because I'm trying to get to the event rundown. We've been talking so long. We haven't given them any information. So I'm trying to get to the event rundown to let people know what's going on. So yes, I was honored at the last one. Thank you, and thank you to all that attended. But we have this Female-Led Legacies African Textiles coming up on the third Sunday. You are usually preaching out on the third Sunday at New Life.
Yes, but we will be at the Ritz this time for the playground for Faith Under Construction.
So we'll be out there at the Ritz on the third Sunday with the African Textiles Workshop. And also coming up, I told my girl Wadleen that I would mention the Wealthy Brunch. The Wealthy Brunch is coming up this weekend. It's a premium event, and it is the ultimate business social of the season. There'll be a panel of speakers, and they'll be helping you wealth up. This is Saturday, December 3rd from 12 to 3 on St. John's Avenue. Tickets are available online. Wealthy Brunch 2022. Black Violin is coming back to the Florida Theater this Sunday, December 4th at 7 p.m. Tickets start at about $43. We all know Black Violin, right? They did start at the Ritz. I'm just going to throw that out there. So
and we got 1,000 plans going on already.
This weekend is pretty busy. There's a trap gala going on. The third annual Sagittarius Bash. If you're interested, at Billion's Place on Friday, December 9th.
They actually celebrating Sagittarius?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sock It To Me Sneaker Gala is happening. It's a black tie event, Friday, December 16th at WJCT. Trick Daddy's 25th anniversary concert featuring Plies, Trina, Juvenile, Jeezy. Saturday, December 17th at the ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena.
Y'all just don't know the urge that I am fighting to hum any of Trick Daddy's.
We're not doing that. Not tonight. Manifesting over mimosas. We're going to connect, inspire, and celebrate. Are you ready, guys? This young lady is bringing her event to the Prime Osborne. Please go out there and support. She is trying to do an ultimate networking experience with shopping and entertainment. So go check that out. Tickets start at $75. Mary J. Blige is coming here before she goes down to Miami, so please go enjoy her Thursday, December 29th at the ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena. I will say tickets are starting about $130. So if you're trying to get that price, go ahead and get it now because that is Mary J. I'm going to just go ahead and throw in some of our events. We got Kwanzaa coming up at the Ritz on December 26th. That we've been planning for a very, very long time. And we've got some great things that will be happening there, vendors as usual, and an opportunity for other people to discuss what they've got going on in the community. And we'll be honoring 160 years of Watch Night on December 31st at New Life Community Church with I can only call it an extravaganza. You got artists, you got praise dancers,
you got poets, you got comics, old school watch night service. You know, we got an old school versus new school DJ battle going on doing it. It's definitely going to be something that you're going to like. And you know how we do in the Black church, we literally go from righteous to the turn up. We will have a party right afterwards. You know, ticket information will be, released soon. You know, we will be having, some fun things for adults, and we provided some childcare because you know how it is. Everybody's in the watch.
Oh, it's not hopefully. We will be.
Okay, then the childcare. Oh, so y'all definitely want to come
Even if you wanted to have, you wanted to go to another party, you can leave your kids with us there. We have 2 certified people that would be there on staff to watch your kids for the new year.
Yes.
And at the church.
Yes.
So
we will have mimosas as well. FYI.
At least the champagne.
Yes, because your boy will be preaching.
Okay.
And I'm gonna need some libations.
Well, you supposed to be preaching the next day too, so you finna be preaching and then preaching some more.
Right, because hey, you can also stop through on third. It's usually every fourth Sunday, but this time it's the third Sunday because I'm not preaching on Christmas Day. So we definitely want you guys to stop by on New Life. Every fourth Sunday we have Kingdom Builders at New Life. Is a chance that I get to share the word. But hey, after New Year's, Kingdom Builders will be Kingdom Builders, and I am very excited about that. Ooh. Yes.
And DJ, I think we are well overdue again. You about ready? We are to stay tuned, guys. Thanks for listening in.
Cool. We'll do the news in a moment.
It's not showing. Hey. Hey. CJ is all on his phone preparing for the moment. Welcome back to the Impact Radio Show. Go ahead, baby.
Oh, no, I was just commenting with you.
Okay, the Impact Radio Show presented by the Florida Star, not presented by the Florida Star. Don't forget to do business with a trailblazing, female-owned, independent, once again, that word, independent media company. Help preserve the legacy of Ms. Clara McLaughlin by supporting the Florida Star today. Ask your favorite local business to carry the current issues. More information at thefloridastar.com, thefloridastar.com, thefloridastar.com. If you guys are joining us after the ad, I want to put in my freebie for those of you that love the freebies that I am able to provide. Please, if you would like a free ticket to the Putting on the Ritz finale, please email ritzjacksonville@gmail.com. I'm going to need your name. I'm going to need how many tickets you want. You would be surprised how many people just send an email and just not anything else.
Please tell them how many tickets you might need.
Please tell them, because you will just show up to nothing. I'll leave them one for you.
2 at max.
Not even.
Okay.
I will leave the one for you. So please send your name. How many tickets you want? All right. It's just that easy. We're going to do, what are we going to do? We are going to do a quick news break. Before we get into it, we are excited to share this impactful moment in a few minutes. And next week, we will continue to follow up on the stories like the Georgia runoff. Join us here next week, Thursday, same time, for some more Impact Radio Show. But a quick news break for the listeners of the Victory Station, 1360 AM, 94.7 FM. The Florida Blue Classic happened. Front page, there's some photos by Frank Powell and Leroy Lewis of the Florida A&M University Rattlers and the cheerleaders. And we had a lot of people that serve in office. And of course, Mr. Darnell Smith from Florida Blue out there representing, and Coach Willie Simmons with the I don't do football, but he has a big trophy. It's really nice.
Yes.
So if you're interested,
I will say this: can y'all rattlers just stop hissing in public?
Oh,
like, cause it's like after this game, I heard hissing everywhere we went.
Another headline from the Florida Star: State Representative Nixon responds to State Senate President remarks on housing costs in Jacksonville, Florida. In response to the Florida Senate President's remark on the most pressing issue Floridians are facing, being the cost of housing, Florida State Representative Angie Nixon issued the following statement. The Senate President's remarks today affirm what Democrats in Florida have been advocating for years, from demanding a fully funded affordable housing trust fund to call for a housing state of emergency. We have been fighting every step of the way to address Florida's unique and acute housing crisis. Real solutions were needed yesterday, and folks can count on us to demand that legislative leaders consider all Floridians, no matter what their zip code, their background, or where they're from, in crafting new laws. Housing is one of the most important issues, and we must get this right. All right. Wait a minute. Next headline: the Atlanta Falcons' Coors Field goal beats the Chicago Bears 27-24. So there's a field goal.
Yes.
What happened, baby?
It was we finally played defense for once. And got to stop. And then this Sunday did the complete opposite.
We're not doing this. Marcus Mariota was able to maintain consistency for the Falcons, completing 13 out of 20 passing attempts for 131 yards, throwing one touchdown and rushing for a 10-yard touchdown late in the third.
Oh, but on the brighter side, the way that 2-point conversion came through for the Jags.
Yeah, that was
that thing. I mean, Trevor Lawrence was throwing that thing like he was trying to stick it in his face mask, but he caught it.
He did. And do you think the mascot always got to wear a Speedo now since we won?
Listen, right now, Jacksonville is the most trending mascot. For letting baby squirrel run. So you have got to be shout out to the fact that the reason why he did it was he got rained on. I'm pretty sure that suit was hot. And my boy had to improvise. And hey, we now know that mascots got dad bods.
Honor Star Foundation teams hosted their 10th annual Let's Move Jacksonville. Honor Star Foundation teams are prepping for their milestone, their 10th Let's Move Jacksonville, a big field day embracing health, wellness, and self-care. The event will take place Saturday, December 3rd from 11 to 3 at Clutho Park, located at 204 West 3rd Street in downtown Springfield. There'll be TV anchors from everywhere and teen influencers to help us move our bodies. Essentially, it's inspired by former First Lady Michelle Obama's National Let's Move initiative. And the I'm a Star Foundation has hosted it. The inaugural one happened in 2010. So we are very excited. And hey, the largest group wins a grand prize of 1,000 people. So come on out and bring people with you.
Yes.
Are you about ready to do your moment, sir? Yes,
I am. I'm about ready to do this moment. And I was going to give you guys kind of a digress from this past Sunday, over at New Life. We were talking about what was the meaning of true religion.
We were.
Basically talking about, love. It's not how the big Bibles you carry, the cross that you wear around your neck, or even the ritual giving and everything else you do. The thing that identifies you as a Christian is how you treat the person next to you.
How do you treat them?
Well,
should you? What if they're your enemy?
So that's like one of the fun part about reading the book.
Okay.
The whole reason why it tells you to love your enemy is because you may find out that past any offense or past any bias, your enemy just as well could be your brother. If you're always judging your enemy based on your offense, The whole point is to not have enemies. Right? Wouldn't it be nice to not have enemies? So we're all sharing love with it. And that doesn't mean loving your neighbor doesn't mean inviting them over to the table. Loving your neighbor does not mean inviting them to the house. But what it does mean that when you encounter them, that you do so with grace. Grace, you know, that
That's
unmerited.
not just the girl's little middle name.
No, it's that unmerited favor that you are supposed to afford to your brother that is not earned. It is the gesture that comes from your heart because it's in your heart. There's nothing that your neighbor did to earn it. There was no merits that they earned. There was no demerits that they, had against you. The grace that comes from your heart is something you give because you have a gracious heart. It isn't out of a response. It as in who you are. Just like we always somehow end up back at those disciples being confronted about not washing their hands and having a good show of faith. And he was telling me that it's not the thing that goes in you, but the things that come out of you. So if grace is in your heart, what comes out of you won't defile you. But if the opposite of long suffering, frustration, if the opposite of love, hate, if the opposite of impatience, just being mean for no reason comes out of you, then that shows a thing that defiles you. The other thing, so we're just going to go ahead and go with it. The one thing that I was trying to push out when you look at James 1:27, he says that true religion is taking care of the orphan and the widow. These are the people who mostly went without, because think about it, when a wife dies, when a wife dies, the husband dies, the wife has no more support. When a child is displaced, they have no more support. So these are the ones that are usually ended up sold into servitude. These are the ones that are the lowest of society because somebody else have to take care of them. And he's saying, if you do this to the least of these, visit me when I'm alone, feed me when I'm hungry, comfort me, when I'm upset. When you do these things to the least of these, that's when you know that you are entering in the kingdom of God. And it is the love that identifies you as a disciple. Because when you look at Matthew 7 and people try to list religion as or the rituals as their resume, have I not cast out many devils? Have I not done many miracles? Have I not, testified in your name? None of that has to do with loving your God with all your heart and also loving your neighbor as you love yourself. Because loving your neighbor as you love yourself should have a healthy safety net in it. Because if you love yourself, you shouldn't want to harm yourself.
That part.
Jesus asks a question. Don't even the Gentiles and tax collectors know that if your son asks your father for a fish, will he give him a serpent? So if you wouldn't give yourself a serpent, why give it to somebody else? If we're all to love one another, the essence of true religion is loving the one that you have seen. And because it is hard to, to love the God that you can't see. You want to have that relationship go vertical. The essence of true religion is a horizontal religion, not just vertical. And that has been your impactful moment by Reverend C.J. Frederick, brought to you by Kingdom Builders and your African gentleman.
Pick him up on Facebook. Thank you so much for listening. If you're interested in submitting your story to the newspaper, feel free to contact me at do_and_talk on most major social media platforms. So much gratitude to you all for listening. To our writers and producers, thank you so much to our presenting sponsor, the Florida Star, our partners, the Ritz Theater Museum, African Lady, African Gentleman, Kingdom Builders, Do and Talk as usual, and all the IRS team builders businesses from Shayna to Sean to Eldry. Special thanks to Reverend CJ over here for doing the moment. My name is Vanessa. You can find me at do_and_talk.
She be doing the most.
I do, and I talk a lot. So see you next week. Now back to your regular scheduled gospel music. Thank you, DJ.
Yeah.
Hey.
That was fun.
And